David Menzies for Rebel News here at Terminal 3 in Toronto's Pearson International Airport. Well, folks, I was here earlier today to query arrivals from Karachi, Pakistan, if they went through any enhanced screening. This is the time in which new enhanced screening was supposed to be put into place. Bill Blair has boasted about it. Prime Minister Justin Trudeau announced it on Monday. And to my shock and theirs, there was no enhanced screening unless you count the distribution of a pamphlet as enhanced screening. In fact, unanimously, those arrivals told me that there was far more diligent screening in Karachi, Pakistan, than there was here in Toronto, Canada. Imagine that. Well, a flight from China has just landed. It'll be deplaning in about 45 minutes or so. I'm going to ask those people if they've been subjected to any enhanced screening, because surely from China, the number one hotspot in the world, ground zero for Wuhan flu, surely there will be enhanced measures in place for these travelers. I can tell you this much, folks, unless policy just changed in the last 20 minutes or so, I bet we're going to have a repeat of what the passengers from Karachi experienced. Hello, sir. Did you just get off the flight from China?
Yeah.
Did you go through any different kind of screening when you were clearing Canada Customs here at the airport?
Yes.
What did they do, sir?
They just give me a sheet, just ask some questions.
So nobody took your temperature here when you landed in Toronto?
On the plane, we take 3 times.
Okay, when you took off from China, in other words.
Yeah.
And are you a Canadian citizen yourself?
No, my PR.
Oh, your family is here?
Yeah, family's here.
Hello, sir. I'm just wondering, did you just get off the flight from China?
Yeah.
Did you notice any new or enhanced screening at the Canada Customs Border Control here at the airport?
So you mean here in Canada? Sorry.
Did anyone take your temperature here?
Definitely.
Here in Toronto?
Yeah. On the flight, yes, we did, and but here, no.
Oh, not in Toronto.
I think no.
Okay, but in China, they checked your temperature then, right?
Definitely.
And what did they tell you here? Did they give you any new information or?
Sure, they give me some papers,
Oh, the pamphlet.
Yeah.
Okay then, and are you going to be going into 14-day quarantine?
Sure, for sure.
How you doing, sir?
I'm fine.
What's your name?
Marshall Hubbard.
Marshall, where are you coming in from, sir?
I'm coming from Beijing, China.
Oh, you're on this flight then. Sir,
Passengers on this flight.
what was the capacity of the plane, would you say?
300 or 400, I guess, 300. But there's only maybe 50, 70.
50 passengers?
Yeah.
Sir, I'm here because I'm asking people if they notice any kind of enhanced screening coming through arrivals here at Pearson. Were you subjected to anything different?
The kiosk, and I was asked several times, do you have a fever or do you have a cough or cold or anything like that? But that's about it.
That's it then. And I guess you were given a pamphlet, I suppose, right?
Yes, right here. These are the 2 pamphlets here. Just self-isolate for 2 weeks. Yeah.
Okay, then. Luckily, Canada is a nation full of trees. We can print a lot of pamphlets, can't we?
Yes.
Sir, I'm wondering, there was no external temperature taking, I guess?
It was on the airplane. We had our temperature taken twice, maybe 3 times.
On the flight itself?
And before we got on the flight in Beijing. And
why do you think they wouldn't add that measure here? I was here earlier with arrivals from Karachi, Pakistan, and unanimously, sir, the passengers arriving in Toronto told me the precautions in Karachi were far more enhanced than what they experienced in Toronto. Why isn't this government going all in to protect us?
Yes, that's a very good question, David. And I don't know. I don't have an answer for you. But it does seem that Canadians should be protected more. And I think it's building more here. China seems to have a little grip on it, and the new cases are declining, but it seems to be increasing here from what I read in the news.
Well, there you have it, folks. I am just shaking my head in disbelief. Even a flight from China is not extra screened in terms of the passengers getting off and coming into Canada. In fact, much like the passengers I spoke to from Karachi, it looks like the heavy lifting in terms of screening is being done in the departing country. This would be China in this case, and even on the airline being monitored for temperatures. But none of that's being done here. And on a long flight like that, is that worth rolling the dice that no one's going to develop a fever en route to Canada? But despite what Bill Blair has tweeted, despite what Justin Trudeau stated from his own state of isolation at Rideau Cottage, it seems to be business as usual, even though there's a pandemic crisis gripping the world. This is a disgrace. This is all about the federal Liberals being so incompetent at protecting public safety. I don't know for what reason, political correctness, being prudent with the funds, but it is a disgrace. And I just hope it doesn't end up costing lives here in Canada. For Rebel News, I'm David the Menzoid Menzies. Well, folks, unlike the media party, none of whom are here at Terminal 3 today, I might add. I guess there's just no story. We don't receive a single nickel of government funding from the federal government, nor would we take it if offered. We depend on you, our beloved viewers, for donations. If you can, please visit rebelnews.com/donate. That's rebelnews.com/donate. And if you can kick in $1 or $3 to allow us to continue bringing you the other side of the story, we would very much cherish that.